Alex Hormozi is all over the internet now for very good reasons. He has built 4 massively successful businesses and took home more in income than the CEOs of McDonald's, IKEA, Ford, Motorola and Yahoo combined before he was 30 years old. Today he runs the portfolio company acquisition.com, writes best-selling books and teaches everyone for free on how to succeed in business and life. As I'm a productivity nerd, I wonder how Alex managed to accomplish all of that. Besides the fact that he's extremely intelligent and hardworking. So I went through every single YouTube video, podcast episode and everything he's ever put out lately. And discovered 5 essential practices that we can implement today to become as productive as Alex Hormozi. Let's go with the first one. Number 1. Stop doing things that do not matter and do the things that do matter all the time. Most people look after the perfect routine, the perfect hack, the magic pill that gets people going and motivated, like ice bath, journaling, etc. But according to Alex, you should not add new things to become productive, rather the opposite.
Most people, most champions do not have something that you do not have. They lack something that you have. For a champion in the physical realm, a lot of times they don't have an off switch. They just keep going. You have an off switch. It is their lack of it, which is what drives their success.
And if you think about it, it makes sense. Productivity is after all how much you accomplish for any given period of time. And adding activities that doesn't necessarily correlate to your work at all in order to become more proficient in the way you do sounds a little bit strange. When you could just work longer and be more efficient and also get more leverage on what you do. That is really how you become productive. Also, if you really want to get things done, you must focus on one thing as the priority. This was something Alex had to learn the hard way when he had 9 businesses but did not become richer. It was only when he sold 8 of them and focused only on gym launch that it became a huge success. And as a personal example, I was writing books for a very long time and writing articles every day across all platforms like Twitter or Facebook or even TikTok. But I did not get any traction there at all because I was too scattered in my attention. It's only now when I spend 93 hours every week that I feel I can really get things going. Number 2. Create your own beliefs that serve you.
We question all of our beliefs except for those that we truly believe and those we never think to question.
According to Alex, there are 3 things that determine successful individuals: skills, character traits, and beliefs. You're also limited to the lowest amount of all 3. So if you're very good at one thing but have very limiting beliefs, you will not get very far. In other words, beliefs are very important. Rather than being guided by the beliefs that you've been programmed since childhood, create instead your own beliefs that serve you in your action towards what you want. The challenge is that those beliefs that we have that are deeply ingrained, they're so ingrained that we cannot see them at all. So how do you change something you literally cannot see? For me, a practice that truly helped me is becoming totally present every single minute. I not get drawn into my own thoughts, but I simply observe what is happening right now and what I'm doing. Be still no matter what happens, and after a while you will start to recognize recurring thought patterns. And once you start recognizing those limiting beliefs, ask yourself if the opposite is true. Question every single action and movement you do and ask if there is a better way instead. A little bit go beyond what is expected. This is how I became able to write scripts and articles by walking and work so many hours every week without being tired at all. And I'll cover this belief-breaking practice in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Number 3. Attention is more important than time. You can have all the time in the world, but if your attention is never at one place at the right time, you're not effective. Maybe you're doing this right now with this YouTube video. For Alex, this was so important that he literally had 1 hour with a coach every day just to manage his attention. According to Alex, billionaires are exceptionally good at managing attention.
Every single billionaire, every single high-level entrepreneur is quiet, unbelievably quiet. They keep themselves completely isolated. They have a bubble around them of layers of protection.
So how do you become better at paying attention, you might ask? It's very simple, by paying attention to here and now all the time. Look at your screen, hear the background noise, the sound of nature, feel the sensations in your body. And if you're this still all the time, it will soon be very clear on what to do next. The bottleneck that is holding you back becomes obvious. So as a side note, whenever I don't know what to do at any given point in time, I just stand there and be still. I have learned through past experience experienced that if I do not recognize what's holding me back, then it's the fact that I'm not still and I'm a little bit shaky and a little bit all over the place. That is the thing that's blocking me. Whenever I resolve that, then it becomes crystal clear that, this is the one I should do it, and then it becomes full attention to it. Also, when it comes to consuming content, Alex recommends that you only read or watch what's absolutely relevant to you right now. Otherwise, just do stuff and learn that way. So at some point we need to take action and do something. And one thing you can do now is click the like button, especially if you like the video, so more people can get to know Alex Hormozi better. Thank you for being awesome, friend. Number 4, obsessive becoming super fast. In older video, Alex shares how he does not procrastinate and becomes super fast instead.
You have to apply that pressure. You have to say, end of week. What are you doing today that's more important than this? And a lot of times you'll get the answer like, well, I guess I can do it now. It's like, yeah, then let's do it now. Let's get it done.
So in other words, adopt the mentality of finishing as soon as possible. Just bring up the next writing project to your phone and take it during the walk and just work at it all the time. You will quickly gain momentum that way. Because as Alex says, if you're speeding up one activity that you do regularly, it brings massive results down the line. So for every delay that you do, notice it and just get into action, imperfect or not. Just start. Lastly, number 5, be extremely good for one specific niche. This is especially for us at the beginning of our creative journey, because in order to be seen, we have to be very clear on the exact person we want to serve. And you should pick the ones who are most like you, because then you deeply understand the problems and can bring effective solutions. Just grow your empire that way. Once you know who you provide value to, go all in on what you provide. Talk about the things you're doing or have done. If you're building your own business, the one thing that would determine your success is the offer of product. Create something that is so good and so risk-free that your people cannot help but buying. This is how you grow businesses very fast. This is where Alex's book $100 million offers comes in. In that book, he gives exact step-by-step what value is and how to construct your offer the best way. This book is the #1 best-selling book purely by word of mouth. And as I've gone through it twice, I can attest that it's the best book I've ever read. So I highly recommend that you spend 99 cents, yes, 99 cents, just for this. It will be your best investment, I promise. So here are the 5 practices that Alex Hormozi uses on a daily basis that you can implement as well to be massively productive. Number 1 is stop doing things that not matter and do the things that do matter all the time. And 2 is to create your own beliefs that serve you. 3 is attention is more important than time. So think about that next time you worry about wasting time. 4 is obsessive becoming super fast in whatever you do. And 5 is to be extremely good for one specific niche. Apply this every day and you will get to 9 figures faster than ever. If you want to learn more about Alex Hormozi, check out and subscribe to his amazing YouTube channel and also to his podcast, The Game. And if you like this video and want to learn more about becoming way more productive than you ever thought possible, you can click the like button and subscribe.